Welcome back to Craig's Cabin. Today we're going to make a plum picking tool out of some odd bits and pieces, and we're going to go foraging, see if we can find a plum tree to use it on. Let's jump into the video. Right, first thing we need to do is make our plum picker. We've got ourselves a little thick bottle here, got some tape, a knife, and we've got a broom handle. The first thing we want to do is get our knife and then take this label off, like so. Peel that all the way off. We'll put that to the side. So next, we want to carefully cut from the neck of the bottle. Cut 2/3 of the way down, and we want to cut across. Next bit, both top and bottom we want to cut across. So, and then cut back up. So we've cut out a little window in our bottle. Put that to the side. Just big enough to fit plums in. Probably going to trim that a bit more, actually, like that. Make sure you always resheath your knife when you're not using it. And we take the lid off the bottle, and we put the bottle on the end of the pole. If it's a bit big, you want to get yourself some tape, like so. Want to wrap this around a few layers and make it a bit thicker. There we go. Nice and thick around there. You just don't want it falling off while you're picking plums. So use that electrical tape on there. Make a nice thick seal. Like that. And we get some more tape. I'll put that other electrical tape. No. Get some more tape. I'm going to tape it to the top. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few layers off of this, like so, so it can slide down on a bit better. See if that's a bit better. Put some tape around there. Right. Doesn't have to be the prettiest, as long as it's not going to come off while you're using it. There we go. It's not going to come off. We got ourselves a plum picker, which I'm going to open up this window a little bit more, just ever so slightly more. See, we got a nice window there. We're going to leave this little flappy bit because that'll help with getting the plums off. So we're going to take this and see if we can actually find some plums to use it on. Let's go. No, we're not going a different way.
What are you doing?
Just recording.
Yes, you're not really talking. Mummy, be careful
for a walk through the woods.
Mummy, be careful for the ditch.
Mummy, be careful for the ditch. Has it still got water in there?
Yeah. Oh, I can do this on my own.
Go on then, Maxie, you do it. Remember, not high up the bank. And step on the wood. Do you want me to hold the basket? No, you done it. There we go.
Yeah, you have to be careful for this.
Right, pause that. So, we started our walk down by our local Tesco's. Kids have been collecting feathers to make more dream catchers. Just got into the bit of the wood that's adjacent to a playing field. This is ancient woodland here as well. We've got turkey tails, which is a type of mushroom. You can eat it, but it's like chewing a bit of leather. It's got no taste. Oh, tripped over that stump then. The holly berries are coming in. We've got lots and lots of autumn plants growing. People not picking up after themselves as well. What we got? So just having a wander through. Ah, there we go. Well spotted, Oliver. Let's turn that round. You see?
What is it?
That is called Lord and Ladies, or cuckoo pint. Highly toxic. She got that written down in my foraging field guide book that I'm writing. What else we got? We've got the silver birch trees. This is where I came with Deborah to tap the silver birch trees. Deborah's there. Hi, Deborah.
Hi. Mine too. I can blend in.
Plenty of what we got here? Hazel, birch, a load of other ones I've not quite learnt yet, but I'll learn them. Stinging nettles, which I need to come back at some point and collect the seeds because I want to make nettle seed truffles. And that's Ryan making all that noise. He's 13, but he squeaks like he's 2. We're just trying to find the plum trees and the blackberry brambles. Yeah, down here a bit, aren't they? If you remember where they are. Hopefully the birds haven't had all the plums off them yet. And as you can see, the Lords and Ladies is about everywhere. This is about the 6th or 7th one I've seen this week. It is, because I've never seen them before. So let's pause this for a minute and we'll start again when we find some bits.
Not too little. Oliver, pot.
Go collecting some blackberries off the brambles. Still looking for the plum tree, cherry plum tree.
Oh.
But just grab the brambles on the way.
There.
And Oliver's found some pine cones. good. What have you found, Max? Leave it.
He's squishing my thumb.
He's found some fungus. Not sure about mushrooms. Not brave enough to try foraging mushrooms because there's so many different poisonous ones that look the same as the bright ones. Let's carry on our journey.
Tiny mints. Not like tiny mints. Daddy, Max, don't touch him.
Ah, that's what I was looking for. Well spotted, Maxwell. Yeah. That is a mushroom, but I know what that one is, so I can pick that one. That is a King Alfred cake. And do you know what they're used for? What they're useful for, even? You can light fires with them using a striker. Somebody's trodden something. Check my shoes, Oliver. Right. Okay. So we haven't trodden anything. But the King Alfred cake is a fungus. It's really hard, but it's really good for fires. You can strike it with a ferro rod. Ooh, berries. You can strike it with a ferro rod and it will hold an ember. And what they used to do is get the old King Alfred cakes holding an ember in the middle, put them on a stick and move from camp to camp, so you could take your fire with you with your journey stick or whatever. Put it on there, you take your fire from your last campsite to your next campsite. So now we are just a little bridge here, only a little one, and we're gonna cross over this stile and we're gonna go see about getting some plums. We're just looking for the plums and that. We found some horse chestnuts. You can't eat them, but there's a game we used to play called Conkers. When they're ripe and ready, you can crack them open and use them for conkers. We'll put that back over there. We'll carry on looking at what else we got growing. And this just proves, oh look at that, I'll go right up there so you can see. Up in the tree, it's horse chestnuts, but it just proves that you don't need all the finer things in life to have a good time. The kids are learning something. We're gathering some sweet stuff for them to have without having all the artificial sweeteners and stuff in it. And there's a bracken we've got there, and Scots pine. This bit of the playing field and the woods that we're on also has some gorse plants, which I'll come back and harvest when they're in flower. But we're going to get on. We're going to try and find these plums and see if we can use the little thing there. Hopefully the birds. Look, I can see some already. There we go, cherry plums. Where is it? There it is. Up in the tree there. And we'll go along to the tree with the more in it. We might have to go around the other side of the tree to get some. Right, here we go. We're going to try and use this. Go on then, Oliver, you try and get the gadget over it.
Daddy?
Turn it.
Up. Daddy's this
Turn
one
it.
okay? Is this
And
one
then pull back.
Is this one okay, Daddy?
Should be. You got it. Deb got one with her stick. And then you can put them into the basket with the feathers and the pine cones.
No, I'm not.
Deb, how is it, Deb?
Don't put it in.
Nice. And look, Oliver, do you want to hold the camera?
No.
And I've just seen some I want to try and use the stick for.
Mum, can I try that
The
one?
yellow ones.
Yeah, the yellows are fine, Maxie, mind your bum.
Yellows are the best.
Right, you've got to watch me doing this, Oliver. Get the camera. So, go. One in the window. You can get them in, like that. Just want to drag them back so they fall in. Look at that. I told you that plum catcher works. As long as you get the plums in the window and just slide it backwards. So it's an easier way of getting the high one. sometimes I don't want to, but there we go. There we go. Some cherry plums from high up, so we know nothing's had them. Put them in the basket.
No, stop.
Oh, Oliver's putting them in the thing.
I don't want them touching that weird thingy. I'm not getting...
There we go. We've managed to pick some cherry plums with my plum picker.
Can I have it now?
You can have the plum picker, Oliver.
Oh, there's the yellow one.
'Cause I'm gonna.
I've got these.
There we go. Nice little cherry plum. Mmm. Just spit the seed out, chuck it back where it comes from, and that should, at the very least, help fertilise the ground for more to grow, or even grow another tree. So, Oliver, what do you reckon about the plum picker?
Is there any over that side?
You gonna have a-
I can't see any.
Put your thing back in there then. Come on then. So what do you reckon about the plum picker?
Good. Oh, there's one.
Does it get a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
That.
Thumbs up from
Oh,
Oliver.
look at all of them.
We're going to go along to that other tree that's got more in it, Oliver. Oh, are you tall enough to get it? Nearly. I have to switch you around. Get it.
I launched it.
He didn't pull it back slowly, he launched it. There we go. So, my quick little fiddly picker, made from a drinks bottle, empty drinks bottle with a window cut out of it, and an old broom handle and some tape. You can pick the plums from high up the tree. It's thumbs up from me. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. So on the way back to the car, Ryan has spotted some
It's got brown on it.
sloe berries. So we're just going to forage these.
No, they're
You
alright.
can eat them raw, but they dry your mouth out. Best way to do it is prick them and then dump them in some gin and make slow gin or slow vodka, because it changes the flavour. Right.
Oh, take a bite. Nibble.